Right, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nate. Here is my 1971 Datsun 510, and we've had some cooling problems, mainly a coolant leak. Why? Well, I didn't have an overflow tank, did I? So we're going to fit an overflow tank, courtesy of Jake the Peasant. What a legend. It's a cool one. We're also going to change something which I've been meaning to do for a while, something you guys have pointed out, and that is things like the top radiator hose. We'll also do the bottom radiator hose just because we can. I'm also going to put new headlight bezels in because I want to freshen these ones up, and I may put in a new mid grille. I've got one, I just need to double check and see which one's in a better condition. And that's kind of that really, that's today's video. So I've already begun the process of draining the radiator out. And this is because, of course, I want to change those hoses. The radiator and the engine was flushed multiple times, but even still, it's a pretty gross colour. So it does go to show that, you know, these things don't really stay particularly pleasant. Bit of a shame. Yeah, this definitely needs to be changed. But we've got this radiator here, well, this radiator hose here, which should look much nicer. I'm a little bit, I don't really like the fact it's got a logo on it, but I don't know, we might be able to sand that off, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Yustri Racing, no idea. I bought it on, I think it was Alibaba, actually. So, I've got to find the other one so I can put that on this bottom radiator hose as well, but let's go show you the overflow tank. Anyway, here is the overflow tank. Yeah, this is something which Jake 3D printed for me. Little hose, little holder, sorry. The bottle will go in there. It will be cable tied, but it will be drilled into the body. And then we've also got a cap, again, courtesy of Jake, 3D printed. I will leave his channel link down below. But this cap will go in top. It's got a little 3D printed bung. And then we're going to put this over and down into it, and it will go in there, and all should be good. So that's what we're going to be installing. We'll make things significantly better, and we'll make the car run better overall. So I think first things first, we're just going to start to dismantle some of this front end, and also just take off the hose there as well, because I also need to attach the radiator a little bit better, and I need to double check what hole size is here, because I might want to put nutserts in, and I might have to do a bit of welding to do that, unfortunately. But let's get the front end off and yeah, gain access. Okay, so top hose changed, much better, not kinky, not like that, dirt bags, and bottom hose changed as well. Put the vacuum line here ready to go, and we have taken off some of the front end. This will need to come off again in future because I do have maybe, possibly, some headlights to go on, but I'll show you that in a bit. I do think I am going to change this front end. Looking at it, it needs to be refurbished. This is the original. I do want to keep this. I do have a spare. I do need to do some stuff to it though, because it's got this weird centerpiece. So here's the spare. You can see it. It's not in great shape, but it's not horrendous either. But it does have this centerpiece here, which obviously had a middle, some kind of badging in the middle. It's not exactly the same. So I don't know, maybe I'll leave this one on for now and just refurbish them. But you can see why I want to refurbish these. They are supposed to have some black on them as well to line up with this. This has black in the middle. And I'd like to refurbish this, get rid of all the rust that's on it. Just make it nice, fresh, clean, and possibly, well, I will repaint it. The bits that need to be repainted to make it what it's supposed to be. So I think actually we'll take this off for now anyway, because I need access to the reverse side of this. So yeah, I think let's just get this off and then I'll show you what I need to do. And now we'll use some mole grips to get it out fully. Oh no, okay, that's not good. That bit snapped off. Let's try that again. Hopefully we will get enough purchase on it. Wow, that is in there. That is well in there. I can't turn it even with mole grips. I'm gonna have to drill that out. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to drill that out. I really don't want to do that, but I might have to. We'll give it one last go with the mole grips, but I think I'm gonna have to drill it. Okay, so it's escalated ever so slightly. I've got this grill off and I've sort of pinched this middle bit back into place as best as I can. It's better than it was. And what I'm probably going to do is actually wet sand it down and repaint the black, because I've got black paint, I might as well do it. In the process, I took off the OEM. This is the original badge. And it looks great, it's in great condition, but it snapped the bloody bolt. But luckily, I do actually have a reproduction. So we're going to put this on for now, and I'm going to try and refurbish the original, because the original is always a bit better. Well, I say a bit better, I mean it is technically, when, you know, the bolts don't snap. So, but they're actually a really good match, to be fair. So it's interesting what it would have looked like. So we're just going to wet sand this down, and then, yeah, spray paint it, basically. I'm only going to key it, do a mechanical bond. So I'm not going to do self-etch primer, because it's not hot enough today for that to, well, to dry, basically. So we're just going to do, we're just going to do mechanical adhesion rather than chemical adhesion, hence the wet sanding. It might work, it might not. It doesn't look like this was particularly on there anyway, because it's coming off quite easily. So if it needs to be redone, it needs to be redone. It's not a massively big deal. But I'm just wet sanding it again, just to key it, basically. It's a pretty quick refurb. I could spend hours doing something like this, but I just want to, I don't know, spruce up the top a little bit, the front. And so you can see there's a strip down the bottom, which is black. There's two in the middle, either side of the middle chrome bar, and there's a strip at the top that's black. And this would have, I don't know if this one would have had it from factory, but I know some of them do. This one may have just been repainted, to be honest. So this is just 1000 grit. We'll see. I might self-etch prime it. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, because it's not great weather, and I don't. No, let's self-etch prime it. Let's do it properly. Let's do self-etch primer as well. Why not? I've got it. Might as well use it. Okay, got it nice and masked up. Pretty happy with the masking, actually, to be honest, overall. So we're going to hang it up, spray it down with self-etch primer, and make this all look nice and fancy and fresh and new and clean and good. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll look good. I am pretty happy with the masking, to be fair. I think it should end up okay. I think that might need a touch up there. No, I think it's all right. Because that's the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. All right, welcome to my paint booth again. Got to leave this to harden for 24 hours. Good masking, pretty happy with it. Although bloody little chunk out of it there, which I'm always going to know, which is really annoying. I might be able to sand that back, just get it a little bit flatter when I go to paint the black. So I'm annoyed about it though. Like, I'm not happy with it overall. Again, might be able to get that sorted. And it may, in fairness, I don't know, it might level out a little bit. I mean, I can see it. I think with the black, you may struggle. But we'll see. We will see. It is where is that? Is that the top or the bottom? I think it's that's the bottom, actually. So that may be okay. I think the black may hide it. Anyway, that's done. We're just going to leave that now. And then we're going to get back onto this. This was like a weird little side thing I decided to do. I don't know why I decided to do that. I should probably stop. What are we doing now? Get the radiator actually bolted in properly. And I think we'll probably use nutserts for that. So what I've got here, and I'll tidy up all of this in a minute, but what I've got here, obviously these bolts are way too big, way too long. But I don't know the hole size under it, so I may have to do some welding to shrink down the holes. But we'll see, because I might have bigger bolts that I can just use instead. But yeah, let's get that out of there and have a look at what we're working with bolt-wise. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with this as well. Right. Let's get these out first. I think these aren't really... What are they? 13, yeah, that's a 14 actually. Okay, well that's good. There's one. I'll get this done. Catch up with you in a second. Some of you may have caught what I did wrong there. I put the nutserts around the wrong way. I've since changed that now, and also I have trimmed up the inside lip because it's basically just too big for that. The inside lip's too big for the rad. So I've trimmed up the inside lip with my body saw, little air-powered reciprocating saw. It's really, really handy. That I would recommend to anyone. Great product. Anyone that does stuff like this. Anyway, so we're just going to do the other side now. And yeah, and then we'll bolt the rad back in and I guess figure out what we're doing with that. I still don't quite know what I'm doing with that yet. I'm guessing... Oh, I should probably put it to the side, actually, shouldn't I? Yes. Let's do another nutsert for that, I guess. Right, well, we've got the radiator bolted up. I had a bit of a mishap with that, annoyingly. And it's not that it's anything to do with Jake's 3D print. I was a little bit rough with it and I snapped the bottom part of it off, annoyingly. But we have epoxied it back together. I need to wait, annoyingly. I've used this Loctite Extreme Epoxy. This is actually the best epoxy that I've found so far. That is the epoxy that I used on the gear shifter, or the shift knob, to solidify the thread. So this, that will do it. Like, that's solid. And I've got another pack on hand just because it's so handy to have. So I'm gonna have to wait for this. I think it might be strong enough to just bolt in there for now, because the packet, what does it say? Wait 30 seconds and we'll set in 1 minute at 23 degrees Celsius. I mean, it is, so that's fine. Hold bond in position for 5 minutes, allow 1 hour before rough handling. Okay, so what we can do is begin the process of filling up the car, basically. Can't put the car back together yet anyway, so I'm not in a rush to get that together, but I will want to bleed the rad. So we'll just put some coolant in the radiator for now, and we might just hold the beer bottle to one side, and then we'll put that in tomorrow when it's 100% set. So yeah, let's go fill it with coolant, bleed the radiator. It self bleeds actually, so I don't really need to do anything. And yeah, we'll have a working car hopefully, and then tomorrow when I've finished all the painting, or probably Sunday now because this is Friday, we'll be able to put the whole car back together. Anyway, let's fill it up. So I've got some nice new coolant here, green. It's got no leaks, so that's good. And should breathe better anyway, simply because, and cool better, simply because the top radiator hose isn't kinked anymore. And it's a much bigger radiator anyway. Yeah, still going. Okay, and what we'll do now is we will fill up the beer bottle as well, even though it's going in there, but all right, we'll fill this up. We'll go through a few heat cycles, and we'll fill it there, and we'll see how we go. So we'll just hold it for now. I will use the battery stand for it. Anyway, let's get this fired up. Yeah, let's start the engine. Alright, so got it running, obviously. I'm going to let it heat up, see how we go with it all. I'm hoping it'll just sort of open the thermostat, take everything down, and it should be okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but I'm just going to leave it running for a little bit. You can actually see how much wider the hole is now there for the radiator, so that will make a difference. Yeah, I'll just leave it now for a while, and I'll come back to it. I will come back to all of this tomorrow, and we'll finish up this whole job. It is Friday, 7:45, so it's beer o'clock. Cece has just been done, so she's wearing a little bodysuit, and I'm thinking I'm not too happy with where the overflow tank is, so we're going to change that, and I've got some time, so why not do it now? You'll see why. Yeah, it's not sitting right with me. It's just too high. It's cool. That is cool as hell, right? But it's too high. It needs to be lower. Not sure how much lower, but it does need to be lower. So I'm gonna have to drill out the nutsets, and probably position it down in between there. I'm guessing it is a tricky one. Yeah, but this is all bunched up on here. I'd even redid this fuel line, and it's just a bit of a mess. I'm just not happy with it. I've got a new bit of vacuum hose on order anyway, but yeah, just not happy. So let's take this out, re-drill it, and then lower it down, and then we'll finish up the rest of this painting tomorrow as well for the grille, because that is looking nice actually. I'll show you that now. Here we go. So just sitting here, just resting. It's got hardened for 24 hours. But it's looking good. Like I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the lines, where they go. You can see it sort of come up a little bit. Yeah, I'm happy. Overall, pretty damn happy. So anyway, let's have a beer and move the beer bottle overflow tank. You all right, love? You all right, girly? She's in a bit of pain. Jasper's always good though. Aren't you, mate? She's just like, why you do this, Dad? I know, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get this done. Well, some holes to be welded up. There and there, but we can do that. It's not really a big deal. Welding holes up doesn't faze me. We have, however, relocated it. So, it's similar location, closer to the rad and lower. So that's where we're at right now. Let me go and put the beer bottle in it and see what you guys think. When this car goes to paint, we will do a battery relocation to the boot, so this won't be here. And I do need to just cut down this fuel line in a second, but let's start putting this together and see what you think. I think it's going to look better. Right, much cleaner. I mean, even just from the top, you can see it's much cleaner. So, overflow line goes straight down, much nicer. Can't see the fuel line now because I just sort of jigged this around a little bit. Comes in through here, down through there. Nice, cool. Oh, so lame. Show you from this side. God damn it. There you go. Yeah, that's cool. That's super cool. I don't know whether the hose touches the very bottom. I don't know whether it's submerged. I need to get a light on it and see. But I am really happy with that. That's cool. Need to obviously clean up this engine bay a lot now. Clean up the rad, get rid of that stuff. In 3 months it goes off to paint. So this whole thing is going to be completely changed anyway. But that's wicked. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, it was really bothering me. I was doing work and I was like, that's not how I wanted it to be. So Friday night and all that, why not? I thought, oh, got bubbly beer. Anyway, yeah, it really bothered me, but I'm really happy with that now. It looks great. I'm going to leave this here now, and then I'll pick this back up tomorrow when I paint the rest of this grille. I have had a stroke of genius, stroke of ideas when it comes to this spare grille. I did some researching online. The grills with this in the middle normally has like a D for Datsun badge, from what I can tell. So I will keep this. Like this is like, you know, rarer than rock and horse shit. They're so hard to find, stuff like this. So I will keep it, obviously, and I will keep my old headlights around. But obviously, I'm not putting it on for now. I'm going to try and refurb the original grille for it, because it is the look. And the moment I have some time to refurb the headlight bezels, I'm going to do that as well, because I'd like that to be on there. These are cool, and they'll look great for now, super bright chrome work, but it's not the look that this car should have, and always did have from factory. Anyway, I'll pick this back up tomorrow when I finish off some paint. All right, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. We've laid some first coats down. So just a super light dusting of the black. Very, very, very light, to be honest. You You can barely see it, but that's kind of what you want to do. We're going to put down another coat now of, where is it? Here. Of this stuff. Extreme Heat Black high coat. Use this on the shifter surround that I made, and I actually really liked how it looked, and I think it will look good on this. So let's do another coat. So this will be the first proper coat now, rather than just the dustings. Yes, I know, people will be judging how I'm painting. Yeah, I get it, I understand. This is just a quick thing to do at home. The proof's in the pudding, let's see how it looks. Don't judge yet, don't judge yet. We'll see how it ends up. Pup date on Cece. Cece. You wouldn't really know that she just had pretty invasive surgery, to be honest. It's quite hard to calm her down. Anyway, we've done all the coats. As many as I can do, because the bloody spray can ran out. But I am relatively happy with it, to be fair. I'll show you it in the light. We can just turn it around. So, yeah. Obviously, you're going to struggle to really see how it's going to look right now, because obviously we don't have the chrome bits on. Well, the chrome bits are there, they're just covered. So I'm going to let this set up for 15 minutes, and then we will take off the masking tape, and hopefully she looks good. I would have liked to have done another coat, but I ran out and I can't get any in time. So yeah, I'm kind of shit out of luck there, really. There's some blobs here and there that I'm not massively happy with, like there. I don't know if you can see it. Again, the black does kind of cover it. It's quite a forgiving paint colour, but it's kind of around there. But all in all, I mean, I'm quite happy with it. The thing about this is I can just redo this anyway when I go and redo the headlight bezels. So I'm going to let that set up, again, 15 minutes. And then we're going to take it, well, we're going to take the masking off, also take it down, actually. And I'm going to put it there on my hamstring curl machine, which I need to actually put in the skip. I've been a bit lax on stuff like that. But anyway, this is good. I'm happy with this. I'll come back when I take the masking tape off. No, I'll come back when I actually put it on. No, I'll come back when I take the masking tape off. All right, great ground reveal time. Let's see. See if we fuck this up or not. Let me go. Let's see who's at the door. Couldn't make this up, could you? Got a Dat Sport delivery. I know what this is as well. This is, yeah, really cool. It's a rare badge. God damn it. Anyway, let's keep going. That's funny. Tape line on the bottom is better than the top. That's great though. That looks wicked. I'm so happy with that. That's really good. I'm genuinely, yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with my own work. Let's see. Let's show you. Be a bit difficult to tell, really. Oh no, there you go. You can see it now in the sun. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's solid. Yeah. You can see a little bit of the tape line, like I was saying, just there. So we'll, I will probably leave this completely to set up, and then I'll probably sand it back. But yeah, I think you might struggle to see, to be honest, when it's, oh, that looks so good. When it's on the car, I think you'll struggle to see it. Yeah, I'm really proud of that. I'm really happy with that. That's great. That's great. Getting closer to a fully restored car. What do you guys think? I'm gonna let that bake up for 24 hours before we chuck it on the car. That, with these, with fresh ones of these, I think is gonna be Mint. Yeah, you can see how now if the mid parts of this were black as well, how good that would look. So we are going to restore those other bezels. I do actually think that these are stock bezels, by the way. You can kind of tell the quality of the metal so much better. The reproduction stuff, the metal is just so thin. Anyway, we'll come back when we put this on the car. False alarm, folks, I did say. I was going to come back when that was going on the car, but we're here. We're going to put the Datsun badge on. Jesus. Sorry, CT. I will say this. So this is obviously a reproduction. Why is it obviously a reproduction? Because it's plastic. I say that, not 100% certain that the stock ones were metal for the rear. I do know 100% that the side badges that go at the front on the fenders, they are metal. I know that because I've just put a new one on it the other day, which I'll show you in a minute, and I've got two others. So, but this goes in here, and it really does set the rear of the car off nicely. So I actually have another one on order from Japan, which I presume is stock. It's said to be stock. So I'm hoping... Oh, do I buff this out first? Nah, let's just put it on, because we'll take this apart anyway. I'm hoping that the one from Japan... Oh, so good. I'm hoping that the one from Japan... Oh, reassuring click. I'm hoping the one from Japan is metal. That looks so good. Look at this. That's the look. I tell you what, that was missing from the rear. It really changes how this car looks. I don't know, how does that make the car look so much better? How? But it really does. I'm so happy with how this car is coming together. Ah. This was not cheap. Got the Datsun tax. But so this one that I put on it the other day, oh, actually is coming out, is metal. Didn't realise that was coming out, actually. That's not good. This all clipped in as well, sorry. This all clipped in, but this is metal, 100% this is metal. So I don't know whether the side ones are metal and the rear one's plastic. But it's nice to see it fully badged up. Oh, so good. And when it's got that on it, at the front, with the clean Datsun Repro badge, that's gonna look so good. Oh, it's gonna look so good. Anyway, I will come back when I install this on the car. It's a really warm day. It's gonna be a hot one. So I think this will bake quite nicely and harden up, actually a lot quicker than the 24 hours it's supposed to. Right, it is several days later. Things have escalated to the whole, well, you know, I'm there, so I might as well do it. We've done loads of stuff. The grille looks great, but there's more, and I need to explain. So, yeah, there's a lot more. As you can see here, we have installed Dapper LED headlights, main beams anyway. I can't get the high-low combo beam to work yet, but they're in. The grille looks great. The headlight bezels look great. I love this. I think this looks wicked. I have, however, begun, as you can see down there, sanding down the lower, what is it, valance, I think. Because, well, I'm going to be painting it, basically. So it's sanded down for now. I need to... It's well annoying how close in there it is. Anyway, whatever. So basically tomorrow I'm going to self-etch prime it. I'm going to give it another quick buff down, self-etch prime it, and then we're going to paint it because I've got a new lip to go on it. And I also have some leftover paint which was done for the lip as well. Now, it's going to be repainted anyway when this whole car goes off to paint, but I'm doing this simply because I want it to look good this summer, basically. So I'm doubling up the work. I'm making so much more work for myself, but I don't, who cares, whatever. I really like these headlights. I think they look really good. Now, if you don't know, I had Dapper headlights on my last Datsun 510, but they were really, really crap and modern, and I didn't like them. I liked them at the time, don't get me wrong, I really liked them at the time. But here they are. They even had a halo as well. Just, I don't even know what I was thinking. But this was what I did have. Yeah, not great. I mean, they're great, like great products and stuff. But what I bought instead was OE housings. So just plain Jane looking housings, basically. Well, I think they look really, really good. Super bright. Obviously LEDs, really, really good stuff. I just can't get them to work yet, and I don't know why. It's quite annoying me. So, yeah, basically, I need better headlights anyway, because the halogen ones they're not very good. They're not very bright. For goodness sake. And I thought, why not? I've still got the Dapper headlights. I don't want to go to waste. So I bought new housings instead. The housings are relatively cheap. I think they're like $75 a piece, so it's like $300 for it all. But it was either that or all of it goes to waste, and I didn't want all of it to go to waste because no one was going to buy them off me. I did ask if anyone wanted to buy them, no one did. So that's happened. What I also did do, which obviously you've seen the yellow, that is something called Laminex. It was awful to install, and it's still not right. And I'm going to have to get them redone when I take the car apart because I'm not happy with it 100%. This is some of the film here. It is literally just film, basically. It's a bit like... what's that there? Why is that there? Anyway, and that I did order Dapper Headlights one as well. This is the Dapper one. It's basically the same product. But the Dapper Headlight one, I tried one of them and it just didn't work. I just couldn't get it. I needed more material to work with, even with a squeegee, with water, with a heat gun. I just couldn't get it to work. I'm not very good at that. I really hate doing it because I'm not very good at it. And it just ended up looking like shit. But these came out okay. Again, they'll do for this year, but they're not 100%. As you can see, there's a little bit of creasing around the edges there. And there's like an air bubble here as well. And on this one, as I was installing the headlight surround, it actually literally just ripped some of it away right there. You'd struggle to see it, but it is there and it's annoying. So overall, I really, really rate this look. I think this looks epic. I love it. It's finally coming together. Like, this was the image. This was the kind of the look that I had in mind for this car. And I just think it looks wicked. So what we'll do, we've got to wait for self-etch primer to arrive. Next clips will be me painting, basically. And then obviously we're going to try and put the car together before the weekend, because I've got to take it to a car show. If it doesn't rain, because basically this weekend is Players Classic and I'm booked in for it, in the sort of show and shine category bit, whatever. But I just, if it's going to absolutely piss down with rain, I don't really want to drive the car in the rain. It's not something I really want to do, so we'll see. But next clips will be paint. So what you can see here is the Datsun all professionally masked. Not really, but kind of. I bought this particular automotive masking roll. It's actually really, really good. Very, very good, actually. I'm happy with that purchase. And I'm just self-etch priming it. So I think I did a total of about 3 coats. Right, so after 24 hours of the self-etch primer drying / curing / hardening, it was time to lay some of the first dust coats of the 2K single stage paint, and it went down reasonably well. However, I made a bit of a boo-boo and I didn't realise stupidly that this gun is gravity fed. So because I didn't raise the car up until later, there are some runs which you'll see now in the semi-finished product, and I have now since sanded it all down and polished it, but you know, it didn't come out exactly how I wanted, and that's in part my fault, but at least I can identify what happened. I got too close, laid it down too thick, and lots of runs happened, basically. And that's fine. This is a learning experience for me. All right, guys. Done a lot of work to the car. I haven't actually seen it in all of its glory yet. So you're going to watch it, look at it with me. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh yes, very, very happy. Actually need to turn the headlights on, the main beams, that'd be cool. With the bright orange. Yep. So I think I will probably put on the main beams for you guys actually to have a look. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. Like so happy. I haven't wired in the fog lights. I haven't even told you about this. This is my old bumper that's in a little bit better shape, and it's got fog lamps. I don't know what fog lights they are, but they're fog lights. So let's put the lights on, the main beams. Oh, also put in billet switches. They're so bright. You can see it already. How cool is that? Oh, I love it. That's so cool. How funky is that? I think one might be a bit twisted though. I think that one's ever so slightly twisted. Ah, so cool. So cool. So ready for Players Classic. Actually, when this video comes out. This is the lip, the new lip to replace the old one. Paint job came out okay, actually. The thing is, the paint job looks better than it did before, so that's kind of the main thing. It's so funny that it's on the floor. Oh yeah, I'm super happy with this. Super happy. Yeah, this is the look. Lip, spoiler, chromed out, bright work, and the orange and normal, you know, coloured lights. I still need to wire in the other lights. I just haven't managed to do it yet, but yeah, this is the look. Oh, I fucking love it. So if you've enjoyed this video, which is long, and I don't even know how I'm going to edit this, to be honest, but please do hit subscribe. I do have merch, so if you want to support these kind of builds, then the way to do it is down below in the description box. I have my own t-shirts, I've designed them myself, I ship them myself, and all of it goes towards helping out with these projects. So anyway, cheers, bye now.